G'day everybody, welcome to Greens and Gains. Come and join me and my mate Lee. I'm a physio, 3-part wizard and golf addict. And Lee is a PGA pro, a rugby league degenerate and an absolute freak on the golf course. Greens and Gains is two blokes having a chat about how to improve your golf game and feel better about yourself. Why don't you come and join the fun?
Well, good morning everybody. Monday morning, Greens and Gains. Lee Hunt, Tom de Jersey. How are you, Tom?
Hey mate, I am good. I'm so good. Club Champs is over. It's done. I don't have to play again off the black stroke play for a little while. I'm feeling good, mate. How are you?
Mate, good, thank you. Yep, as you said, Club Champs is over for me as the head pro as well. So it's a stressful month for all our members playing it, and so that stress is for us to try to look after and get everybody playing golf and enjoying themselves. So, it's all over. Our club champion at Bankstown, Tim Sayers, won in a playoff yesterday, a 3-hole playoff over Shawnee Underwood, who's a great player. So well done, Tim. He did well. Really, really well done.
Go the boys.
Go the boys.
Playoff. How cool is that?
Yeah, no, they did. It was 72 holes wasn't enough, Tommy, for these guys to figure out who was the best player in the club.
That is an extreme amount of golf. 72 holes and another 3.
It's a lot of golf. It would be remiss for me to not mention the other players that won, actually, because I know a few of them listen to the pod. So, A Reserve, Stuart Pearson. Stuart Pearson won the A Reserve. He had a sensational last 9 holes in the tournament and got it done. One of our great listeners, Tony Liu, young Tony, hasn't been playing golf very long, coached by Brent out at Liverpool. So I just want to congratulate both of those guys, Tony, well done, and Brent, who gives him lessons. They've done a great job. And Angelo, who won the C grade. So well done to all my members in a fantastic tournament. So well done.
What a fun time of year. Golf Christmas, it's over. All right, before we keep going, a quick word from OnCourse, our sponsors. OnCourse are Australia's leading network of pro shops. They offer an extensive range of golf equipment, including golf club, golf balls, apparel, and accessories from all of the major brands. Plus, you can search for lessons, clinics, and club fitting events in your local area. They have 80 sellers nationwide. They have a wide selection, and they can meet all of your golfing needs. They're a little bit different than your standard sort of warehouse shipping golf shop. They're staffed by PGA pros. They are on the ground ready to help you.
That's right, Tommy. You're actually buying directly from the team who know the game better than anyone, PGA professionals and their local club pro shops. You can conveniently shop online with the options for home delivery or click and collect. Check out OnCourse Golf at www.oncoursegolf.com.au.
And even more exciting, we still have the discount code GREENS10, capital GREENS10, and at present that is working on top of the Black Friday sale that they have started. So if you're looking for seriously cheap golf balls, go and have a look. I priced up a box of TP5s this morning and it was $61. So dirt cheap. It's worth a look.
That is cheap.
In the market, if you're looking. If you have a friend who plays golf and you're trying to get or looking at Christmas presents and things like that, go and do it now. Now is a good time.
Black Friday sales have been massive, haven't they? Like every equipment company on the planet have been doing Black Friday, so you can get some good deals online.
It's worth checking out. Now, into our first question of the week. We've had an email from Josh from Nelson Bay. And Josh said, I know you guys are swamped by questions for the pod at the moment, but I did have one for Lee when you guys have a bit more time. The second week in a row in comp, I've now gone out, played the front 9 in 19 to 20 points, only to crumble on the back 9, to attach scorecards. Does Lee have any tips or mental thoughts on how to stay grounded coming home, or any advice for playing under pressure? It has been the most frustrating thing. I snap hooked my 2-iron on 10 and 15 today to cost me 2 wipes, then 3 putted on 18 with a birdie opportunity to post 34. The only thing I can think of is I start thinking about score and then the breakdown starts. So potentially that's a cue not to worry about the scorecard, but it's so hard when you're scoring on my score and it is sitting right in front of you. So Lee, it sounds like the question is, how do we stay focused and how do we put a score together when there's pressure, right? And how do we put together a back nine if we know we're scoring on the front?
Well, listen, a great email, Josh, to start with. And what I can tell you, you're not alone, mate. So if you've ever played this game of golf and you've played well the front nine, most times you'll at least once in your golfing career start writing out your speech. You know, you're thinking, how good's this going to be? I'm going to have 40 odd points. This could be my best round ever. So, yeah, a couple of tips on how to play the old cliche one shot at a time. So, the MyScore app, for all those out there, the MyScore app, what I would suggest is probably just mark your score every 3 holes. That's probably the start, or every 6 holes, depending on how good your memory is. I know that a technique I use when I'm marking a scorecard, and I like a scorecard. So I know the MyScore app is a fantastic app, and at my club where I'm the pro, we use the MyScore app. It's almost compulsory, but I love a scorecard myself personally. I don't actually mark my score on the card. So I mark the person's score that I'm playing with, because that's my job as a marker. I've got to mark their score. It's not my job to mark my score. So that's one technique I use. So I use that when I'm playing pro-ams, or I've ever played tour events or anything. I've never actually marked my score on the card. That stops me looking at the score. So I guess maybe mark your my score every 3 to 6 holes. If you're allowed to get a scorecard, take a scorecard and simply mark the person's you're playing with. Don't mark your own score. And don't think front nine and back nine either. It could be as simple as just, I want to score X amount of shots over 6 holes. So break it up into three little areas, not 9 and 9. You could be 6, 6 and 6. So that would be my suggestion. Stay hydrated, eat, keep yourself busy.
I was gonna get to this. A lot of the time, players who don't score well on the back nine, there's often a cut. Pressure. Sure, absolutely. I have 100% blown a big lead. So I hear you on that, Lee. I thought that you didn't mark your own scorecard because you couldn't be bothered and you only had to count to 1 or 2 over. That's cool that you do it to keep the pressure off. That's awesome.
I don't want to look at my score.
I like the sixes. Yeah, totally. Yep. I like the groups of sixes. I think that's so cool. If you are repeatedly having serious problems with the back nine, even when you're not having a great score, 1, how's my cardiovascular fitness? Can I actually handle it if I'm doing the walk or doing the ride or whatever? 2, am I hydrated? 3, am I eating enough? Because we're out there for 4.5 hours, right?
Yeah, it's a long time you're out on the golf course. Like if you're at probably 5 hours by the time you warm up and play. To think that you're not going to eat anything, and like running into the pro shop at halfway and having a can of Coke and a cherry ripe, as much as that sounds good, you want to stay hydrated. Lots of water. Eat good stuff. I take the lollies with me. So if I feel like I'm getting a bit down, I might have a little, like a lolly or two, or the snakes or something like that to try to pep me up. But I love a banana when I'm on the course. I don't eat bananas any other time, but when I'm playing golf. So, yep,
on the golf course, it's okay.
Yeah, I do it on the golf course. So I don't get home from work and go, I feel like a banana. But I do it on the golf course. It's just part of the routine.
So I love that about food. I love keeping the energy levels up. Adult males, they recommend there are equations to get the exact amount of water you need. Google says loosely 3.7 liters, right, per day. The recommendation for golf is approximately 50% of your daily intake should be consumed while playing golf. So 3.7 liters in a 700 ml pump bottle, that's 5 of those, and you still haven't hit it.
Oh,
I do not know anybody other than me who drinks an enormous amount of water when they play. I know where all the taps are at Bankstown. This is something that is definitely worth looking into. If you're underhydrated, it actually affects your brain's ability to make decisions. So it's well worth, Josh, if you're not drinking enough water out there, worth a look. It does sound like, though, you've identified that pressure is a really big component for you. So it sounds like breaking it down, maybe not scoring yourself is maybe an option.
break it down. Break it down a bit. Yeah, doesn't need to be 9-9. It doesn't need to be 1-18. It can be 6, as I said, 6, 6, and 6. Don't mark your score. And I think that just helps you flow through the day and just try to find some technique that keeps you calm. I know that if I'm prepared the night before, if I'm properly prepared, I normally have a decent day on the golf course. So good luck with that, Josh. Great question. Great question. I look forward to having a game at Nelson Bay.
Pack that golf bag full of snacks. Get that water bottle filled up a couple of times while you're out there. Let us know how you go this weekend. We'd love to hear how you go. Okay, Lee. My next thing I would like to talk to you about, my friend. Like it, don't like it. We need to help the wives, girlfriends, and gift givers of the world, because I am sick of seeing bad golf Christmas presents.
There's some shockers in there.
There are some. It's like they just see something that says golf on it and they're like, I'm going to get that. And I love that you know that we like golf. That's awesome. I love that you want to be involved. We need a definitive list of gifts that golfers actually want this Christmas. What do you got for me, mate? Have you got any?
Okay. I've had to think about this. Premium golf balls. So TP5s or, something premium, which is good without any, not with, daddy on the side or, mummy on the side or whatever, just a premium golf ball, which is good. Then I thought a little bit more about this, and a well putting mirror, I think, is fantastic. Great stocking filler, the well putting mirror, which you can obviously buy online at the On-Course website, which is good.
And like good stocking price point, not a big expensive golf gift. Love that.
Not huge. A golf lesson voucher. That's a gift that can keep on giving. So, a golf lesson voucher. On-course golf voucher. So, you know what? Give it to your significant other to buy something they want. I know that, they're always good. Speed training, there's those systems, that we're all trying to get more clubheads fit.
Couple of $100, super speed.
Yeah, super speed.
And a little monitor. Nice, easy gift. And your partner, significant other, or you, if you're buying them for yourself, you can get a bit quicker, hit the ball a bit further. Love that. Great idea.
True. I've got one thing. On the list that I think every golfer would like: flights to Barnbougle. Get on the plane, fly down to Tassie. Just go to Barnbougle, play both golf courses there, or there's 3 golf courses there. So that's probably something I'd recommend. Flights to Tassie to go to Barnbougle. I think everybody would be into that. You can fly to Lonnie, exactly. Straight in. It's not expensive either.
Is Barnbougle, this is my question for you, Lee. Is it one of the top value for money, top 100 golf course experiences?
It's Disneyland for adults. It's the ultimate place to go play golf. It's the best. And we're not getting paid to say this, Tommy. We're definitely not getting paid to say this, but it's the greatest place on earth to play golf.
It's my favourite place on the planet.
Great accommodation, great golf courses. Unbelievable.
It's so good. I'm just tapping away, right? The June long weekend next year, return flights, $196. Cheap as chips. Easy gift.
$200 return.
Yeah.
I think we should go.
For excess baggage and stuff. Look, twist my arm. I reckon Barnbougle, Greens&Gains golf trip 1.
Is that where we should go? I think we should. It's a great idea, Tommy.
There's space in my calendar. I can make myself available.
I could probably convince myself to go. It is a work trip.
Yeah, it's a tax deduction.
It's
for
a
you.
tax deduction. Yeah, we could go to Barney. Well, I'd tell you how many times I've been there. If you're flying out of Sydney, there's a 7:00 flight with Virgin that gets you to Launceston around about 9:30. You get your clubs if they turn up. Most of the time they do. You get your hire car. You are on the road by 11, straight through Scottsdale. You're on the tee at 12:30. It's a great, and you're playing 18 holes. There you go. What a great place to start.
You would have time, if you did it like that, to play 18 and then play the short course.
You're just straight in. You're excited the first day. Yeah. You're excited. So I think Greens&Gains golf trip. Is that what you're saying, Barnbougle?
Yeah. Do we have potential dates yet? Not yet.
Not yet, but I think if there's people out there listening who want to come on the Greens&Gains golf trip, I think if there's a want or a need, we can do that.
If you're interested, let us know.
Let us know who wants the golden sand bucket. The golden sand bucket.
If you're curious, if you're interested, let us know. We're going to make this thing happen next year. Reach out. Once we have an idea of how many, we'll come back to you guys with some dates. We will start getting this show on the road. Lee, you've planned a heap of golf trips before, is that right?
I've done heaps. Ironically, Tommy, you say the golden sand bucket. Yeah. Barnbougle Lost Farm and Bugle Run, they don't let you take a sand bucket, mate. You just put your sod back in the divot and away you go. So there'll be no sand buckets in the car park there. So that's a perfect place to go.
Greenskeeper's wet dream. How good is that? No sand buckets.
No sand buckets required.
So just quickly, for those who might be a little bit interested in coming on a golf trip with us, you've planned a heap of golf trips. What would a couple of days at Barney with us look like? Loosely. Okay. Yeah. On the spot. Flights to Lonnie. Absolutely.
If we get enough people, we get a little bus, gets us straight to Lost Farm or Barnbougle. We either stay in the cabins or stay at Lost Farm, and there's a sports bar there. You play golf the first day. You have a welcome dinner. Everybody gets together, meets, which is great. Next morning, you get up, early breakfast, straight down to the range, hit a few balls, get a few tips, get on the tee, play 18 holes, have lunch, go back out, play the other course, finish off, dinner. Hey, what a great day. So you've played 36 the second day. That's what you would do. And then the third day, you would get up in the morning, nice breakfast, and then you'd either play Lost Farm or Barnbougle, or you might just want to play Bugle Run. And then there you go. So you've played, 54 holes in 3 days, and you've had a wonderful time at the best place on earth. Yeah, it's very, very good. It's very good. Yeah, so.
I've been twice. I have big plans to try and get there most years. It's just the best. So if you're interested, if you're curious, let us know. 2, tell your significant other, don't buy me a Christmas gift. You're getting the flights.
Get return flights.
Plus excess baggage. Easy as.
I think I've been there. I love it. I was adding it up the other day. I think I've been probably a dozen times to Barnbougle Lost Farm. So it's a great place.
Not be playing you down there, not a chance.
No, it's a great place. It's a great place. So, yep. No, good idea, Tommy. Good idea.
Right. Yep. Now, I'm excited about that, but we'll come back to that. There's more coming there. I just saw something completely ridiculous online, and I need to talk to you about it. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I just saw Cam Smith hammer driver off the deck on a par 5. It was just so good. Everybody clapped. It was gorgeous, right down the middle. He had a chip and a putt for birdie. He missed a short putt, which is very unlike him. My question to you is driver off the deck ever, like I know Adam Scott and Cam can do it. Is it ever a good play?
If you're good enough, you should do it. Yeah. But Cam Smith, Adam Scott, they're elite. What I will say, you've got to have enough clubhead speed. to be efficient enough to get it off the deck. So if you've got driver club head speed, which is under, let's say 100 mile an hour.
Okay.
No, don't do it. Don't do it. Get a 3-wood.
Just can't get the ball in the air?
You can't get, if you've got, this is why these mini drivers have been so good. People are hitting these little mini drivers. So, yeah, listen, I'm not saying don't try it, but if it doesn't come off, don't get upset. Because most of the time you'll hit your 3-wood and your 5-wood just as far. But, you know, if you do it in front of your mates, you know, and you get away with it, you catch it bottom groove and it spins up and goes okay. It looks good, but does it go miles and miles? Probably not. But, you know, Adam and Cam and, you know, elite players can do it no problem. So driver off the deck is always fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always
For
fun
an amateur,
to try.
is it ever really a good idea, or is this really like you really shouldn't do this?
Well,
that was a quick no.
It's not a good idea, but if you've got to hit a really low shot and it's really windy and you can pick it off the ground and get it running along, it all depends on when you're down at Barnbougle, you could do it. Fairways are wide, lots of fun. You don't want to get the ball in the air. I've seen many a person hit driver out of the rough to try to keep it under the trees. But then again, I could teach you how to do that with a 5-iron. So, and it's a lot less risk.
So it sounds like no is the answer. It's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, it's not a great idea, but I'm not saying don't try it. I would say if it doesn't come off, don't get upset with yourself. You know, just say, oh, well, I had to go. I can't do it.
Okay.
That's how it works.
I like that.
Yeah.
Probably,
give it a go. Give it a go once.
One for the comp round.
No, probably. If you need to hit driver off the deck, I would probably think of the yardage you've got and go, you know what, where can I hit a comfortable 5-wood and pitch it in? Is it that desperate that I need to hit driver off the deck? Probably not.
It's like I could hit driver off the deck, but I could also hit 4 pitching wedges and then 3 putts.
We know about that. We know about that.
Right.
We know about that.
Yeah, look, we've been there. Well done, Nick, for that. That was beautiful this week, if you haven't seen that. Okay, the next thing I need to talk to you about, I saw online ping. There's been a leak, my friends. There's been a leak.
This must drive companies mad. We've got to sign NDAs. I've seen this driver. I saw it, for those who listen to the pod, I saw it 2 weeks ago at Canberra, at Gold Creek. Okay. Great product. But this must drive companies mad because we walk into the room and I let her take mobile phones. It's very secretive and we all respect that. That's fine because it doesn't come out till January, February. But as soon as some pillock puts it online, I guarantee you next week the members walk in and go, can I order the new ping driver? Well, it's miles away. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It looks nice, though. I like the blue. I like the blue more than the yellow.
Well, the ping make a great product.
Obviously, I haven't seen the ping product. I'm just looking at a photo that's on a forum in the depths of the internet at the moment. It looks good. I'm excited to see it, if and when we get to see it.
It's very good. I can say we got to hit it on the range. There's one thing about a ping product. They're so easy to hit. They're so forgiving. Yeah. They're such a company built by engineers. So, no stone unturned. They do a great job. They got some exciting stuff going on in the fairway models. So I'm not sure what I can say. I can't say. So please forgive me for those people that want more information. But what I can say, what I can say, if you're a ping fan, you're not going to be disappointed. If you're not a ping fan, I still think you should try it because it's they've done a great job. Once again, they've done a great job, and which is pretty cool. So but that must drive companies mad. The leaks, must drive them crazy.
But for golf fans like us, it is an exciting time to start to see stuff looking like it's going to come out. So kind of fun.
Well, I did a quick Google and it's definitely online. The one I'm seeing is the one that I hit. So So,
There you go.
yep,
There
it's
you go.
definitely it. Looks good. Looks like any ping driver ever has. If you're aware of what pings look, with the turbulators on top and the matte finish and nothing no big serious changes. It's all about what it can do inside. So, they've done a great job. Yeah. So,
All right. Now, shall we talk about my final club champs round, my friend? Shall we put this saga to bed and reset?
I think everybody who's been listening to us talk about your club champs is probably looking forward to this being the last one, Tommy.
There is a plan in place to get better, I swear.
Yes.
So I was fractionally better this week again. The
well
trend
done.
is improving.
You're improving.
20 over. Still not good.
Far out. I have to sit and watch this happen. It's not great. You're such a better player.
You just watch the scorecard.
I watch the
People
scorecard.
keep saying this to me, but the scores aren't showing up. I'm frustrated.
Yeah, I think for those listening who haven't
Yeah.
had the good fortune of meeting Tommy yet, Tommy is a very good golfer, but he's like most golfers in the world. He gets frustrated. The problem with Tom when he gets frustrated, it's white hot. And he's not a spitter. He doesn't break clubs or anything like that, but you do kick a stone or two, Tommy, and you struggle. They come in bunches when you have a bad hole. I've noticed after watching your scorecard, they come in bunches. So you'll play well, and I'm sure there's people who listen to this who are in this, and you struggle with the bounce back. So you'll have a bad hole, and then you follow it up with another one. And it sort of takes you 10 or 15 minutes to get out of your own road again and reset the engine and turn the computer off and restart and bounce back. So that's probably something we need to work on a little bit in your game is not being so harsh on yourself when you hit a poor shot.
Absolutely. 100% agree with that.
White hot.
How the heck do we fix that?
Well, if you want to get better, we'll have to fix it. I think that's the thing. Technically, you're swinging it beautifully. People have seen you swing the club on all your YouTubes and stuff. You strike the ball very well. You don't strike it like a guy who shoots in the 90s. So we say no dumb shots, but we need to calm down in between shots. And I think that's going to come with a bit of pre-shot routine. So when you hit a poor shot, you don't follow it up with another one. We've got to get a solid pre-shot routine. We've got to make sure that we have some things in our game that we can reset and not hit a shot while you're still angry.
That's probably fair.
Yeah.
Fall back on routine.
Yeah, don't hit a shot angry. If you're angry, most of the time you're not going to hit a good one. So we need to work on that. So that's probably one of the big things. And we'll do that around practice and, getting some pre-shot routines in place. And you've gone through that hell month of club champs. So, you're out the other side now.
Yes, I feel bruised. A friend of mine went and saw a psychiatrist or a psychologist and worked through some things. He was struggling mentally. And I asked him how he was feeling on the other side of it. And he said he felt bruised. And I was like, oh, like sore. And I was like, oh, that's a great way of describing that. I feel sore. I feel like club champs has just beaten me up a little bit. And it's rocked my confidence.
100%.
I don't think I felt like I was hitting the ball extremely well coming into it. I definitely don't feel like I am now. From a confidence standpoint, after a bad tournament, after a bad couple of rounds, after a cold patch, where would you encourage a player to go? What do you think I should be doing from a confidence standpoint at the moment?
So if you've had a bad month, which you have, I would have a week off. No, you've had a bad month. I would have a week off golf. You know what I mean? I'd put the clubs in the cupboard and I wouldn't do golf for a week at least and just recharge a little bit and do other things and go to the gym and then you'll start to miss it again. And then you'll start to remember that, geez, I really do love golf. And I've just got caught in my own bubble. And then you start again and you just keep moving forward. You got to benchmark yourself. You got to do combines. You've got to get a lesson. You've got to understand. I might be practicing, but am I practicing the right things? in the right areas.
Totally.
You know, you might, so too many people just practice what they love. They don't actually practice the weak sides in their game. And nobody, sorry, not nobody, but a lot of people have no idea where they need to improve. And this is what we talk about with Arcos, and we talk about with doing a combine test. You know, where is the places you actually need to improve? So narrowing that down and figuring that out for any golfer at any level is super important.
You'll be pleased to hear this is the reset, right? I was playing good golf earlier this year.
You're at the reset now.
Yeah, and Club Champs is done. So it's like, great. How do I get back to a point where I'm playing really good golf and I'm confident and I'm happy with how I'm hitting it? So what I did this morning was I went and did a TrackMan combine, and isn't it funny, right? I went and did 60 shots from 55 meters all the way up to driver. My handicap has gone up to about 11, I think. 10 points, high 10, 10.9, 11 point something. You'll never guess what TrackMan had my handicap at.
What do you tell me, Tommy?
11 on the dot.
Okay, there you go. 11 on the dot. And where do you think you need to improve?
Okay, so if you asked me yesterday, I probably would have said short wedges. I kind of hit two shanky, flubby things from inside 100 meters early.
Okay, so short wedges, like what distance?
Like under 100 meters, like a partial wedge.
Okay, yep.
And then I think the single biggest problem for me at the moment is I'm not putting driver in play enough off the tee.
Yep.
So like when driver is good, I score. When driver is bad, on our 17th hole, I hit a low left one. I chipped out sideways. I was trying to be good. I heard the words of coaches who've been talking to me in my DM saying, just play for bogey when you're out of position. So I chipped out sideways. It was all I had. I looked up and I had 195 meters in on a par 4.
That's a horrendous drive though, isn't it? Like if you had to chip out sideways.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But then, put the ball fat side of the green, short. It was in some rough and just didn't get up and down from there for 5. And that's okay. I'll live with that double. But for the most part, I think I'm just not putting the ball in play. I don't have a non-blocked out second shot at the green enough at the moment.
So is it this is my point when people say they're driving the ball really poorly.
Yeah.
You only hit driver 14 times around. Most of the time there's 4 par 3s, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's only 14 shots around that you actually pull driver out.
Yeah, I hear.
Yeah. So we need to, until your confidence come back, we need to find a club off the tee that just gets you in play.
Yeah, because at the moment, those 14 drives are just 14 bogeys or worse.
They're costing you every time you hit. Like, so basically, every time you stand up on the tee with driver, you make bogey or double.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I have a physical aversion to you saying not to hit driver, though. I just vomited in my mouth. You're probably right. Just letting you know, I do not like how that feels.
No, that's right. And I totally get that. And I think most golfers probably get that. Unless you've actually played for money in your life and you've actually played golf as a person who needs to make the cut to make some money to feed your family.
Yeah.
So I totally get that with driver. And like it's a sexy club to hit. But if we're going to, we're on the road to getting better, we've got to try to get it on the short stuff, haven't we? So
totally.
I'm not saying don't hit driver, but what I'm saying is that when you get to the tee, if you're feeling like you've got no confidence, you can't even see the fairway that's directly in front of you, let's not hit it. Let's get another club and just whack it down there.
Okay.
So once again, this is why mini drivers are so popular. So people have just got the ears with their driver in this quest that we've all got to hit it further. And they're struggling to hit fairways. So I'm just looking at your combine test here, Tommy.
Yeah, sure. I'll throw this up on the pod for people who are interested.
Please do. I noticed that you're pretty good from 75 metres. You struggle from 75 metres and 55 metres, but your greatest scores were from 95 and 85. So you're not all bad from inside that distance, but your driving is very poor. So we've got to fix that. We've got to bring that. Definitely put those combine tests up.
Yeah, and this was uncapped. This was probably I think I hit 6 drives, maybe. They're probably the 6 worst drives I've hit in the last 3 months in the combine. But like, make no mistake, I'm not driving it good. So I think that the combine that provides us some interesting insight into where I need to be spending some time.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, absolutely. I think everybody needs to find a facility, find a TrackMan, and go do a combine test.
Totally.
Everybody.
Totally. It's worth
everybody.
It. It's good.
It's brilliant. Yeah, it's brilliant. So,
so I think, look, correct me if I'm wrong. And I know you said maybe take some time off to decompress from golf. I'm probably not going to do that. To be fair, I can't help myself. I'm addicted. I think we need to set some goals. Do you want to do that now? Do you want to talk through some?
Well, okay. So, what are your goals going to be? What are you feeling like you need to do?
Well, I'd like to stop getting worse. Or, I like to feel like I can arrest my handicap slide. And that's a vanity goal, and I'm fine with admitting that.
Okay, so we're going to set some goals for you, Tommy. So goal number 1 is pretty obvious. Your driving's horrendous.
Yep.
So we need to fix your driving. So that's goal number 1. So if you're hitting currently 2 fairways out of 14, I'm not even sure what that is in a percentage. It's pretty bloody low. Yep. That's all we're going to work on. We're going to get your drive. We're going to improve your driving. And then we're going to talk about, we're going to have a solid pre-shot routine is probably your other goal. We're going to sort that out. And then we're going to talk about planning your day. So goals on your prep. So you do prep, but you actually think about how you're going to play each hole.
Oh, what the heck?
Yeah. So
like, let's use our home course, Bankstown, as an example. What do you mean by planning my day?
So the last thing, I was taught this a long, long time ago.
Okay.
When I'm laying in bed, I play the golf course 18 holes in my head, every shot, every shape, and I play the course. Do you do that before you go to sleep?
I'm borderline narcoleptic. I lie down and I'm gone, mate. So I can introduce this.
Introduce it. It'll take 5 minutes. Then you fall asleep.
So you're just thinking, hole 1, this is how I want to play it.
This is how I'm going to play it. I'm going to stick to this.
Tracer. This is my next shot. This is
my next shot. This is my next shot. Now this goes all the way back to our original email that came through. Josh, I believe it was Josh.
It was.
If you play the golf course like you're planning on playing it, and then you find yourself after 9 with 21 points, do not change the plan. Do not go negative. Do not lay up lead it for the last 9 holes because you're playing so well and you don't want to stuff it up.
Yeah.
You should judge yourself on whether you stuck to the game plan.
Okay. I like that.
And I reckon you don't have a game plan, Tommy, when you go out there.
What's a game plan?
Well, it's a game plan. Just thrash away.
Yeah,
just thrash it.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's that emotional white hotness that you get on the golf course.
Yeah, okay, that's really valid. So 3 things we're going to work on. Driving is the big one. It's paramount.
We're going to get you a golf shot that you can stay on the fairway. Yep.
Yeah, fun. Wouldn't that be nice? 2, pre-shot routine. 3,
yes.
Planning, rehearsing, organising how I'm going to plot my way around the golf course.
Absolutely. That has to happen. Yep.
Okay, cool. This sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, that's going to help you. That can help any golfer.
Totally. Stay tuned. We'll go through some of that. We'll tinker and there's more of that coming. Okay.
Good.
That's me and where I'm at and how I'm going and what I'm working on. Now, I know you've got a golf lesson book this week. What are you working on? What's Lee up to? How are you getting better? Because, God forbid we make some changes and I learn to plan and have a pre-shot routine and hit a fairway in a month. I might just tally up again and you'll owe me dinner in benchmark.
That's true,
so
Tommy.
How are you getting
That's
better?
True. So I've changed a couple of things to my day. So when I go out, because I coach a lot in the mornings, so I'm getting there a little bit earlier and I'm going out and I'm practicing my chip because we all know my chipping yips have happened. Even my members are coming up to me and saying, are you chipping that bad? I'm not chipping that bad. I just want to chip better.
Okay.
So I'm doing a little bit of practice every day, which is good. And we're not talking a lot of practice. We're talking probably 20 minutes. something that's not too drastic. The gym stuff's obviously still happening, and I'm stretching, so that's great.
So for those of you who are following along with Lee and becoming lethal in the gym, we use an app. I use an app. I host Lee's exercise planning in there. I went in to input his sessions for this week, and I saw, unprompted, Lee had logged 30 minutes of stretching voluntarily. Look at you go, mate.
Yeah. Well, I've got to stretch. I'm old.
Yep.
So I'm doing that.
Work.
Yep. And I'm still trying to make sure my wrist is okay, Tommy, and you've given me some stuff to work on. So that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So I'm yet to produce a good round of golf, but I haven't really gone out there and done it yet. So
for those of us who are not scratch markers or better, what's a good round for you? Like what would you like to shoot before Christmas if you know your game was feeling like?
I just like to have a good ball striking round.
Oh, that is the most boring answer ever. Say 15 under.
No, you can't say. I'm not. I just want to be able to go out, execute the shot the way I wanted to execute it, hit it through the window which I wanted to hit it, and then if I miss a green or two, which I'm likely to do, hit a good shot, good chip shot, get it on the green. Yeah, all that sort of stuff. That's what I'm after.
Okay. So very, very process focused rather than outcome focused. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Got to follow the process. The outcome will be okay if you follow the process. Okay. If all you worry about is the outcome, it's never going to work.
Totally. Okay. I need you to quantify this just so that we can understand, because a good ball striking round for me is probably not quite what a good ball striking round is for you. Mm-hmm. How would you quantify a good ball striking round? Like stats-wise?
Stats-wise? Well, if I could hit 80%, 90% of the fairways,
yeah.
If I could hit 14, 15 greens at a reg, more, 6, cool. That I'd be really happy with that.
Yeah, cool.
Nice. Yeah, and keeping in mind, I'm not playing. That means the weather has to be good and all that sort of stuff. I'm not playing, the Australian off the plates or New South Wales off the championship tees and 40 knot wind. I'm playing Bankstown. So, so that's what I'm after.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
They're just my goals. They're not, not trying to take over the world.
But people, believe it or not, people are interested in you and your ability to play golf and your improvement. I know you can't believe it, but they are.
Yeah, there's some weirdos in the world, isn't there? Sorry about that.
All right. Now, last thing, you haven't prepped for this, but I'm just offering you the opportunity. What's bothering you this week, mate? Is there anything that's rubbing you the wrong way?
What's bothering me this week? You haven't prepped me for this.
That's okay.
What is bothering me? Geez, Tommy, I don't have much. I don't have much.
A good week. You're back home. Life
I'm back to normal. Okay. You know what bothers me?
Go on.
I got something for you. And it's not even a big thing. Is that people will come into the pro shop or people will see me or message me and go, Lee, I've got to book a lesson. You're hard to get a lesson with. You got to book a lesson. I need to get a lesson. And they never do. That bothers me.
Yeah, right.
Yep. Not because they don't get the lesson. It's just that, they want to get better, but do they really want to get better?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
The people who want to get better are doing the work.
The people who want to get better, they just book the lesson.
Yeah. Fair. Okay. Or they come and see you and they try and set some goals. And after a tumultuous month of golf.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So if you're somebody who's wanting to improve, take some steps this week, hey?
Yeah, book a lesson. Book a lesson with your local golf pro.
Yeah, go and practice.
Go see them.
Goals.
Yep, absolutely. And you know what? Most golf pros I know.
Yeah.
Turn up to the shop, bring them a coffee, and say, "Pro, have you got 10 minutes? Just for a chat. I want to talk to you about my golf." That's it. That's all we need.
All of a sudden, there's lesson availability.
Yeah.
It's not bribery.
Just having a conversation. Just having a conversation with someone about, for golf pros, for PGA members.
Yeah.
We just want to try and help. I don't know a PGA member who doesn't want to try to help someone get better at golf.
Totally.
And that's what's important, I think. We all want to enjoy this game more. And if we can help on that, if we can be a small part of that journey, pointing you in the right direction, it doesn't have to be a golf lesson. We just want to help. So, yeah. So that's what's bothering me, and it's pretty weak, I know, but that's about it. That's all I got.
like it. I like it. It sounds like a timely reminder that Club Champ season is over. We're in the run into Christmas. You got 6 weeks, and then hopefully you're going to be playing a ton of golf through December and January. If you want to play better golf, now is a great time to take some action. Book the lesson, get on a gym program, start doing some work, look after yourself, do the work now, enjoy Christmas, New Year, hey?
Now, I've got one for you, Tommy.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Unannounced, obviously.
Oh.
Now, I know you follow the golf. You're a golf nerd.
Yeah, sure.
Now, the gentleman who won the club champs at our club,
Yes.
did he play under his handicap for every round?
No, nowhere near.
Okay, so if anybody remembers what we spoke about, everybody tries to go out in the club champs and break their handicap all 4 rounds.
Absolutely.
But the best golfer at Bankstown didn't break their handicap for all 4 rounds and won the club champs.
Pressure,
Yeah?
hey?
Yeah, pressure. Yep, that's it. We just need to be better, not perfect.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah?
That's a good goal. Better, not perfect. I like it.
No,
I like it a lot.
very
All right,
good.
my friend.
Thanks,
For another
Tommy.
fun week on the potty.
Mate, you're doing well.
The reset begins. Watch this space.
Love hearing everybody's thoughts. Share it with a friend. I'll see you out on the golf course.